Sometimes I wake up in cold sweat.
Fam, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Tuesday. Hope everybody feeling good. Good vibes around, good energy around. Just good energy, good positive energy. You feel me? We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest news and reaction videos, man. This one gonna be a special one today. Talking about some secret societies, man. We got some videos on them, man. Tapping in with the Skull and Bones. I know y'all done heard about the Skull and Bones. They all over. A lot of our presidents are Skull and Bones. Salute to everybody in the chat too already, man. What's good with y'all? Jennifer, what's good? Freaky for her. GLC. Brittany. DJ. Buddha. Big Viral. Mike. Salute to all y'all. Good seeing y'all. We gonna wait for a few people to fall in and we'll get started. Yes. Angela the Dow, the boss lady, is in the building. What's good, boss lady? Emerson, what's good? Quan. Salute to all y'all, man. Good seeing all y'all. I love to see my people tapping in, showing love. I appreciate y'all, man. They said Friday they supposed to be signing that deal with Iran and everything, but they said it might be messed up because they said right after they came to that agreement or something, Israel went and bombed somewhere over there or something. They said Israel, I think Trizzy kind of mad at the people of Israel. He's saying he don't agree with what they've been doing. They've been on some bullshit. I think he might be going against the grain now. I don't know. I know one thing. I hope prices get to going down on everything for everybody. For sure. We go see, man. We go tap in. We go look at a couple of these videos. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get into it. I know people will fall in once we start. Let's get this content rolling. Danny, was good.
The Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True or false?
Well, Ed, that's the sort of thing they could have access to, funded by the Gulf Coast Coalition, so long as they honor their end of the obligation. I think that one of the things you're going to see, Ed, and people have to be skeptical of this, is that the hardliners in the Iranian system will overemphasize the benefits that Iran gets while underemphasizing all the things that they have to concede and all the things they have to provide in order to get these benefits.
I'm going to go there and I'm going to tell this story and I'm going to talk to the American people.
You know, I have several objectives within this trip to Iran. Number one, Iran is standing on the side of God. They're standing on the side that opposes the Epstein class. They stand on the opposite side of a president who is on videotape raping children. We all know it. This war is largely a distraction from that fact. So I needed to come to Iran to speak on behalf of the good people of America and express our deep sorrow and shame and anger and rage for what our representatives, i.e. the commander-in-chief of the United States, who has authorized this bloodlust satanic ritual. And I'm telling you, man, I have not cried like that since my mother died like 12 years ago. And even more, I went in front of each one of those grave sites and looked into the eyes of each one of these children. And some of these pictures, I just broke down like a baby. I needed to express the virtuous aspects of my country that is horrified at this. But I'm going to always bring it back down to the fact that the American taxpayer is flipping the bill for an active real-time genocide. Before that, weapons of mass destruction, 1 million, 2 million dead in Iraq, millions of orphans, millions of refugees, this farcical war on terror where we blame Muslims when it was, in fact, a Mossad operation. I need to at least express the good part of my nation and also acknowledge the massive crimes and my absolute commitment to see justice, which means I want to see Donald J. Trump hung by the neck till death, according to the Constitution of the United States. That I took an oath to protect and defend. That man is a pedophile. He is a traitor. He has taken open bribes from Sheldon and Miriam Adelson, 50 billion here, 50 billion there. That used to be called bribery. In America, this is America now. So, you know, it's that. And also, I want to build a bridge between Christianity and Islam, man. We need to come together.
Well, damn. He spoke his mind for sure, for sure. Midwest was good.
The way in which American power has been reduced, and this is the saddest to say out loud, is that it is suddenly obvious to everyone, both in this country and around the world, that the United States does not have sovereignty, which is another way of saying American leaders aren't really in charge of America. They can make some decisions.
Oh, we know that. We know the leaders, the president, like the people who they say in charge is not really in charge. We know it's a elite group that's running and pulling the strings and running the country. We know that.
They can make noises and give speeches, but big decisions, the ones that change the course of history, are not up to them. They're employees. They're not the boss. Now, who is the boss? Well, that's an open debate. But in this war, it has become very obvious, undeniable, and in fact, it's been admitted by this administration that the President of the United States didn't decide the time and place of this war. The Prime Minister of Israel decided the time and place of this war. Benjamin Netanyahu was in charge. Admitting that out loud, and of course it was known to everyone who was paying close attention, is a sea change in the way not just the rest of the world thinks about the United States, but the way Americans think about their own country. Because the premise of our system is that the people who live here are in charge of it, and that they can control its outcomes by voting. We just had elections in a lot of the country, primaries yesterday. And an ever-diminishing number of people march off to the polls with the notion in mind that I can change things with my vote. The war in Iran has taught us that actually on the big questions, the people you elect aren't even in charge. Someone else is, in this case, Benjamin Netanyahu. What are the long-term effects of a population understanding that voting doesn't make any difference? Well, it's hard to know. We've never been here before in 250 years. But it's easy to imagine that radicalism, extremism, violence would be the outcome of that. Because if people cease believing that they have any power whatsoever to change a system that is hurting them, there's no peaceful way to make the pain stop. They will use non-peaceful means to get what they want. Democracy, famously, is a pressure relief valve. It keeps people calm. You may not like what's happening right now, but just wait till the election and you can change it. When people start to believe that's not possible, that it's all fake, that in the end, no matter what you vote for or who you elect, Benjamin Netanyahu or some other foreigner is in charge of your country, right, or the donors, why wouldn't they take extra legal means to express their frustration? Well, they probably would.
Or physical means.
And you would get a violent, chaotic country like so many countries around the world.
What the
What y'all think about that? Like, we know, like, this country is being ran by other people. Like, they calling the shots. Like, we know our vote. It don't matter who we vote for or whatever. All that shit don't matter. Like we say, it's not an election, it's a selection. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever they go put in there. I never did really think like voting, our votes really counted. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna be somebody pulling the strings that we do not see. And like he said, for us to like take the power back or do any type of change, and it's gonna take the people to wake up, and it might cause some some physical protest type shit, like, cause voting ain't gonna do it. Got to do something. It's crazy.
Fuck is going on with our military? Today, a
Ashley was
B-52
good. Salute to Ashley in the building, in the chat.
Stratofortress crashed shortly after takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base. If you don't know what a B-52 Stratofortress is, it's a fucking bomber. And by the looks of the video, it doesn't look like anybody survived this one. And just the day before, an F-18 crashed in the mountains over in Washington State. Check this video out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, what the fuck? Oh my gosh!
Now, the pilot of the F-18, she was able to eject safely and was unharmed. But obviously, there was a wildfire that was sparked. Now, there's not much information out right now about what caused the crash of the B-52. But if I had to take my guess, it's likely not maintenance related. These things end up usually always being pilot related. Probably just like the F-18. These accidents usually come in bunches, so I'm pretty sure that we might be seeing some more here pretty soon.
Okay, have y'all seen the
That's crazy. And the way that bomber just, it looked like it wasn't nothing left of that. Like for it to just crash as soon as it was taking off, like it seemed like it still would be pieces of it or something, but it wasn't nothing left of that B-2 bomber.
B-52 bomber plane that crashed today in California at the Edwards Air Force Base? 8 Americans lost their lives.
Damn.
But if you haven't seen it, check this out. The plane is gone.
Ain't he?
It is like completely disintegrated. How does a plane crash and there is not a fucking piece of metal left? You got to check this out. Look at it.
There's not much left of this massive B-52 that crashed shortly after takeoff from Edwards Air Force Base.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It ain't nothing left of the plane. And instead of a crash, they might need to look in. It might have exploded or got blew up or something. Like some ain't adding up. King Jackson, salute, fam. Detroit in the building, hometown, man. Michigan home state for sure.
Here in Kern County, you can see the first responders that are here now. Not much information has been provided just yet. This happened around 11:30 this morning. No word on how many souls might have been on board or if there's any survivors, but you can see what is left of that plane. There was a massive black plume of smoke that could be seen for miles shortly after the crash.
Where the hell did it go? I have never seen a plane crash and completely disintegrate like that. No.
That's crazy.
Something doesn't sound right. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think happened?
I left my record label. Let's talk about it. After making
that's crazy. Great Sage was good, fam. Oni.
tens of millions of dollars over 8 years for Atlantic Records, they no longer want to support my art because I'm not making songs for TikTok. And after dedicating my entire life to making art, I never got into this to make TikTok songs. I know the effects of TikTok. I've had multiple songs that connected there, but that's not why I got into making art. Over the last 2.5 years, I traveled 82 countries and recorded this album on all 7 continents. These are the types of projects that charge me as an artist. This is why I got
this shit right here is crazy, y'all. Hey, salute to Auntie in the chat. Auntie, I just got that cash out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for always supporting. My man right here, Oliver Tree, he was just, I think he was Atlantic. Yeah, Atlantic Records. He just was speaking out against his record company. And then, like, it's crazy. A few days later, he gone, unalived in a plane crash. Like, how many times we done seen this happen? When you speak up against the record company and then all of a sudden the artist is gone. Like, I don't know, that's kind of crazy. I can't even say coincidence no more. Solo brilliance.
I didn't do it in the first place. And just because I'm not making songs for TikTok means that the label doesn't want to support the vision. Well, guess what? I don't give a shit. And after you guys have joined together in tens of thousands and sent messages to the label, we have officially reached a negotiation over the past course of a week. My team has got the label to agree to release Love You Madly, Hate You Badly on my personal imprint, Alien Boy Records. You guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This music is finally going to see daylight. So support your local indie artists and go pre-order my album. April 24th is the official date. I love you all.
Something about Oliver Tree's death just doesn't sit right with me, and I just want to see how everybody else feels about it. Yes, if you didn't know, the singer Oliver Tree has passed away in a very horrific helicopter crash when two choppers ended up colliding in Rio de Janeiro, killing all 6 occupants on board, might I mention. And do keep in mind, this happened in the midst of his first independent tour, a massive independent tour at that, after leaving Atlantic Records just a couple of months ago, which is what I primarily want to talk about here. Oliver Tree launched his own independent label, if you didn't know, called Alien Boy Records. Oliver chose to publicly part ways with Atlantic Records after a severe dispute, a dispute regarding creative control and marketing support. He claimed the label canceled his 4th studio album because he refused to optimize his music strictly for TikTok algorithms. As a result, he literally left the label and then managed to successfully release that album on April 24th, 2026, which, if you didn't know, was just a couple of fucking months ago. Keep in mind, these were just some of the lyrics from one of his songs in the midst of his pride. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel about it, because as of right now, I'm just feeling some type of way.
Word that my album is no longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakout song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So, the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who's supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Thank you.
Now this is crazy. Another fire in California. We was just talking about this yesterday, y'all. Remember we was talking about this yesterday about why they just don't use cloud seeding and making it rain over these fires that they can't contain or whatever. But we know it's because it's some corrupt, evil stuff going on. They starting the fires. They don't want the fires to get put out. You know what I'm saying? They letting shit burn for a reason. So I understand why they don't use the cloud seed and everything, but it's just crazy. We were just talking about this, man. For real. Bay John was good, fam. $2,000 acres.
Take a look at this massive fireball flying over homes and highways in Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and even more states. NASA says it was a meteor that traveled 56,000 miles per hour and burned brighter than the planet Venus before disintegrating.
That's crazy. Another meteor. Alleged meteor. What's going on with these things falling, these meteors? That was crazy right there. That was like a green fireball. That wasn't even like no red one, like a green one. Right, green lantern. That's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if these are meteors that's falling or what's going on, man. Some crazy going on out here, man. And our skies ain't been the same. The sky's been crazy. It's a lot, man. We in the future, y'all. We definitely in the future, man. Hit that like button. Keep that algorithm jumping. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. And I forgot today was a good day, man. I had got some good news today. My old coach from high school hit me up, and I'm being inducted. Well, the teams from back, like it's 3 years, the teams that we won the Big 9 championship, which was like our city conference and everything from back in the day. We all getting inducted into our high school Hall of Fame in October. So he had got in touch with some of us. hit me up on the email and everything, man. So I'm happy about that. I like to be etched into history a little bit for hoop, for basketball, Hall of Fame, man. Carmen Ainsworth High School, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, y'all. Hit that like button. That look crazy. That's green. If you look at it, it's a green fireball type thing or something, y'all. Like if they be saying all these things are meteors and everything, why they be different colors if they're meteors, allegedly, or whatever? Some of them be red fireballs. This one right here, green. That's crazy. Or is it a laser? It might not even be a meteor. That might be like some little laser or something. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. What if it is a war going on in the sky, man, we don't know about, man, this whole time? I know I've been hearing a lot of people say it's a war going on in the sky. They're just not telling us or whatever. Like, man, that'd be so crazy. Like, that'd be super crazy. Planet Max was good.
Like the clouds are distorted around what we're seeing, or what we're seeing is distorted and stuff to look like the clouds. The light's coming.
There's a space. Okay, you see how it's like moving circular?
Wow.
There's space being created where that circle is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
M741 just had a potential skydiver around 4,000 feet.
What was that?
And Sam 741, we just had somebody cross above us around 4,000 feet in a wingsuit.
Are you serious?
Affirm, sir.
American 20.
Y'all hear what the lady said? She said, we just had somebody flying above us in a wingsuit. Man, it's crazy. What is going on out here in the world? And that might be it too. It might be projected beams of light. It could be that too. Hologram or something. You know they trying to come with that Project BB. So that could be part of the whole play too. Can't forget about that.
Skydiver around 4,000 feet.
What was that?
And Sam 741, we just had somebody cross above us around 4,000 feet in a wingsuit.
Are you serious?
Affirm, sir.
American 2041, you copy that?
We did. We're looking for him.
Hey, Delta 895 and Southwest 4882 for you guys straight in. There was a G5 on the South Complex final, about 4,000 feet, 10 miles out, maybe a little bit east of that. They reported what they thought was a person in a wingsuit flying around, so just use caution.
Copy. ID the altitude?
Yeah, 4,000 feet around there.
Copy. Thanks for that, Delta 895. We'll keep it on Southwest 4882.
All right, thanks.
Phenom 5 Echo Mike. I think we heard someone on a jetpack. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Possibly just a regular wingsuit.
Oh, okay. 5 Echo Mike.
Yeah, interesting. The jetpack man is back probably.
I thought I heard something about this on social media. I thought it was a lot of bogus, but okay. 5 Echo Mike. Copy.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a few years since we've last experienced it here, but I guess another one today.
GTA 6 came out early.
That's exactly what happened.
Man, that's crazy, man. What was that? I knew it ain't nobody unless it's somebody got a little jetpack. A little jetpack book bag that they can wear and can fly around and everything. But damn, 4,000 feet up, you above the planes, and I don't know, man. That sounds kind of weird or something, man. I don't know, man. Super weird. King Thug was good. Super weird. You said, do you need clearance to fly a drone? Well, you can't fly your drone. Well, my drones, the drones that I had was shooting like music videos and everything. Like in certain areas, you can't fly in certain space, like certain areas and everything. Like, and if you did, if your drone hit into a space that was restricted areas, whatever, it'll start beeping and making this noise like beep, 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 turn red, and then it automatically like take you out to space and come back to you or whatever. But I don't know about the newest drones. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they got some type of restrictions on them for sure. You can't just fly drones in anywhere.
So what is this black thing I keep seeing flying everywhere? I've did a few videos in the past, you know, of different ones in different locations, and it looks like almost like a dense black smoke, but it's definitely conscious, like intelligently drifting. Now watch, it's gonna look like it comes out of that glare that looks like a cloud moving on the top right, and it's gonna go, you know, from right to left. Watch. There you go. See that? What is that? Y'all see that? I've did quite a few videos of this on the past.
Did y'all see that? What is that? Is that like an evil spirit or something flying around? Look at that little black shadow, man.
Watch. There you go. See that? What is that? Y'all see that? I've did quite a few videos of this on the past, and I don't know what these are. We've seen a lot of metallic spheres, as well as these like black dense smoke. What are these?
And just being real, you know, I don't want to hear about the Nordics, the Palladians, the Insectoids, the Rip. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody been knowing about that for years. I don't care about the Greys and all them other different species. I want to know about the Anunnaki, the tall black race, who behind lots of. That's who behind the pyramid. That's what they don't want to tell people. The star seeds, they don't like talking about certain shit. Let me break it down for you though, but let me dumb it down for you. It was a man named Simon Toko. He came, he could heal people like Yahweh, Jesus. He was a healer. And he said one day it's gonna be 100,000 was come back, but you ain't gonna be able to stop it. When I tell you they tried to kill this man, I know about 4 or 5 different times, and he regenerated his body. They even cut him up in pieces and took certain parts, dumped them in different parts of the world on helicopters. And this man still kept coming back. I'm gonna tell you something, but believe none of what you hear. Jesus was black. Everybody in the Bible was brown. This our land, Egypt is over here. We didn't come on slave ship. We are already over here.
You know, there's lots of talk about the ice wall and you know, lands beyond the ice wall and blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, there's no ice wall. However, the governments of the world are hiding something, and it's most likely an entrance to Hollow Earth or Inner Earth. And they've known about this since the first pilots, you know, since they began flying over Antarctica. The Nazis were down there originally. They, you know, they tried to claim it as New Swabenland, and they built up Base 211, you know, right by the entrance. And after World War II, there was Operation High Jump, where we went in, we had to take the base 211, and, you know, gain access to this Hollow Earth. And from then on, you know, they kept it secret, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the only entrance to Hollow Earth. You know, I did an episode a while ago on, most people know it as the Valley of the Headless Men. But it's also, it's called the Nahanni Valley. And it's in the Northern Territories of Canada. Beautiful plot of land. And, you know, there's a lot of mysteries going on there. And it's actually a very special location geologically, because instead of the mountains becoming the valley, the mountains actually grew up around the valley, kind of trapping it in there. And the Ice Age, it wasn't covered with ice during the Ice Age. It remained ice-free. It was like, you know, a little tropical valley within the ice, the sheets of glaciers, right, during the Ice Age, which is interesting because one of the mysteries of the Nahanni Valley has to do with a mysterious tropical valley that, you know, these old gold miners, they would come across and then not be able to find again, right? And multiple parties of explorers had stumbled across this tropical valley.
We didn't heard this story. The same thing with Admiral Byrd went down there and went into the earth and seen like a tropical type city thriving and everything. Said it was beautiful, whatever. We didn't heard these stories.
And then just weren't able to ever find it again. But they wrote about it, and this is how we know about it. And I believe this tropical valley is an entrance to Hollow Earth. You know, it's like a secret almost. It's not being guarded, right? If you found this valley, you could wander.
Shit, he said it's not being guarded, but I don't know if I would trust that. I'm sure somebody watching over it. Nudie was good. Chris was good, fam.
Into Hollow Earth, and you know, and bypass this whole Antarctic ice wall altogether. And if you're interested in hearing more about this, check out the episode, the Valley of the Headless Man, or the Nahanni Valley Almost Canon podcast. Go check it out. Super interesting episode.
And there are Masonic scholars that say that Phi Beta Kappa was the Illuminati come to America. The Illuminati was very much Greek. Before that, all the college clubs had generally been Latin. Phi Beta Kappa was December 5th, 1776 at the College of William and Mary. 2 shoots went off. One went to Yale, one went to Harvard. In 1832, 2 members of Phi Beta Kappa, Huntington Russell and Alfonso Tapp, formed the Order of Skull and Bones. The Skull and Bones.
Damn, Yale and Harvard been out here that long? Since the early 1800s? Well, I guess some colleges been out here a super long time, but damn, that's a long time.
Bones is an outgrowth of a German secret society.
And what's their goal?
It seems that their goal is to control things, okay? Control our future and control our kids' future.
Bush is one of the most heinous criminals that's ever walked on the face of the earth. Bush is the man who's been a CIA agent since his college days. He's a member of the Skull and Bones, the Russell Trust. He was initiated in a casket with a ribbon tied around his genitalia, which symbolizes that he's a priest in the temple of Isis. A pagan, this guy. This man is a member of the mystery schools.
Well, he has the outward appearance of a good Christian, church-going Christian, though.
They do whatever they have to be approved by the people, but in secret, they're not at all. This is a man who practices pagan, religious rituals, magic. Doesn't matter what you think of all these things. I'm just telling you, this is what he does in secret.
Mm-hmm.
He is the man who, when he was chief executive officer, when he was president of the offshore division of Zapata Oil, organized and began the first large-scale drug smuggling operations into this country. George Bush is the one responsible for the drugs on the streets. And the war against drugs is not a war against drugs, it's a war against the Bill of Rights. And we've already lost the Fourth Amendment in this war.
That's true.
And we're going to lose everything else.
I wonder, so it's the Skull and Bones Little Society or the Secret Society? I said Little Society. They ain't no Little Society. They got some power for sure. Is they like, I just finna say Freemasons paved the way for Skull and Bones. I was finna say, are they Freemasons? Like, are they part of are they Freemasons and just like a chapter of the Freemasons, or are they separate? It's a Skull and Bones. Is that like the Illuminati? Are they like the people like I didn't seen a movie about Skull and Bones too. I forgot what the movie was a long time ago. It was a good movie too, but shit kind of crazy, man. We know George Bush, what he was on. He definitely was on some bullshit. I think George Bush had his hand into Allegedly, entertainment purposes only, but 9/11 for sure. Y'all seen how he was looking when they told him when he was talking to the kids and everything.
Both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret.
For almost 190 years, the elite members of the Skull and Bones have sworn an oath to keep the society's business a secret. CEOs, Supreme Court justices, diplomats, and U.S. presidents. 64 High Street, New Haven, Connecticut. Across the street from Yale University campus is the home of an ultra-secret society, the Skull and Bones. Since 1832, the Skull and Bones has initiated some of Yale University's best and brightest.
The question we need to ask.
1832. In 6 years, that'll be what, 200 years? Damn.
Is what exactly are they keeping secret? How do they come out the other side of this tiny initiation cult to become some of America's top leaders?
Phi Beta Kappa is born in the 1780s as an honor society for top students. Its oath of silence keeps many of its secrets hidden.
Phi Beta Kappa, which had come from the Masons. The Freemasons is in effect the grandparents through Phi Beta Kappa of Skull and Bones. Edward Everett, he later became president of Harvard, but he panicked. He didn't want his beloved Phi Beta Kappa to be associated with the Masons. And so he called a meeting of the chapter. Well, of course, the graduates outnumbered the current class, and they did what their president wanted, and they ended secrecy in Phi Beta Kappa. Belatedly, Everett realized that he just ended a key rule of the first American fraternity without consulting the senior chapter down in New Haven.
In response to Phi Beta Kappa's new direction, 2 junior members leave Yale's oldest honor society to found an oath-protected senior society of their own.
They decided to start Skull and Bones at Yale in 1832.
Controlling the institution from within, and arguably Skull and Bones has done that historically.
For the Skull and Bones, the oath would not only bar them from discussing society business, but also from ever admitting membership.
That's crazy. We got some more. Let's keep it going. Like, this is crazy. I wonder what does those numbers stand for? Those numbers 322. Like, I guess it's associated with Skull and Bones. I keep seeing it on like the graphics and the pictures I was looking at and some of these videos. I wonder what it. Hopefully somebody explain that. Let's see. Plus Club in the building. Salute to everybody. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep that algorithm jumping.
I even believe, it's my personal belief, after things I've seen, I'm getting chills now. In conversations I've had with billionaires, everybody is not a flesh and blood human being like you are not. Are not. They are not. There are other people there are other beings that walk among us, and that is a fact. And the supernatural exists. They paint a picture as all of this stuff doesn't exist because they serve it. I just want to put that out there because, Robert Bigelow said it to my face that they walk among us. And he elaborated some more, you feel me? I'm gonna let you control the conversation pace, but I want to throw that in there because too many things take place that are anti-human beings.
People wonder why all these secret societies exist, like the Freemasons, the Knights Templar, all these secretive underground groups. And I'll tell you exactly why they exist. Because a group of people came together and they understood something. They understood that if they all work together in alliance, they can rule the world. Now, yes, they use their powers to do very bad things. They use it for evil. But if you think about it logically, you can take a page out of their book. Because together, they can all elevate each other to do things that you on your own would never be able to do. Because you sit here and have to wonder, how can somebody start a company and grow it to $1 billion in 2 years, and then in another 2 years, get involved in politics, become a major politician, gain a huge fan base and all of the support, and in 5 years, they're able to accomplish more than you could accomplish in 1,000 years.
Right.
I'll tell you why. Because they don't do it on their own. They understand that in their network, there's unlimited resources, unlimited connections, unlimited knowledge and wisdom. And that is why they want everybody divided. Because they absolutely do not practice what they preach. During COVID, what did they tell you? You have to stay in your house. You can't be in groups of more than 3 people. You can't go out anywhere. You can't do anything. What were they doing? They were at massive events, having parties, having meetups in Switzerland, doing all of these things in groups, discussing how they were going to plan their next 5 steps, how they were all going to get rich, how they were going to control the world, while everybody else was isolated, scrolling on social media in their dark bedrooms, doing nothing. You have to understand that if you want to do anything of meaning in life, if you want to live a good life at all, it's not going to happen on your own.
So take a
You need to surround yourself with people who are on the right track, who are lifting you up, but also who are going to give you a competitive advantage against everybody else that's trying to do things on their own. Listen, having a powerful network brings you an unquantifiable amount of value. You couldn't even calculate it. It is worth so much. They say you're just a few connections away from knowing the president. It's like 6. And I think you're 8 or 9 connections away from knowing every single person on earth. All you need to do is connect with a few people, surround yourself with the right people, and it will change your life forever.
Is there a code?
Facts. Hey, I wonder, do some of these, like, I wonder, do they be having like meetings like Skull and Bones or some of these secret societies of people who produce presidents and everything? I wonder, do they be having meetings, and in that meeting they all like decide like, well, you know what, we want Bill to be the president next on the next term coming around, man. We're gonna push Bill. Everybody, if you vote for Bill, let's put your hand up. If you or like, I wonder, do they be having like meetings like that where they vote who they go like push next? Like, we want him to be the president or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they got something like that going on for sure. I know they got their hands tied in with all the politics and everything. They got control of like everything. So I'm sure they be having like some little secret meetings and doing that type of stuff for sure. What's up, fam? Boomshine Company.
Or something in Hollywood where like you can find out who is like in the Satan Club?
Well, like I say, it's better to say who isn't.
Right.
Because they're all in it,
right.
Every one of them.
What do 3 United States presidents, CIA leaders, media moguls, and a dozen senators all have in common? They all belong to one secret society that's been running behind the scenes at Yale University for nearly 200 years. That society is called Skull and Bones. Not just another college tradition, but something unlike any other fraternity in America. The year is 1832, and 2 Yale students, Alphonso Taft and William Huntington Russell, created something unlike anything else on campus, where every year 15 soon-to-be seniors are initiated into the society or tapped into the society.
He said Taft and Huntington. I wonder if Huntington is tied in with Huntington Banks. I'm pretty sure it is. Somehow, some way.
Once selected, you're a bonesman, and it's a membership that lasts a lifetime. The group meets in a strange windowless building on campus called The Tomb. The Tomb was built in 1856, and the society has been meeting there ever since. Due to the Tomb having such restricted access, there's only been one verified account of what actually is inside of the Tomb. It was a pamphlet called Babylon Has Ended, or something like that, written by the Order of File and Claw. Now, they named themselves this due to what they used to break into the tomb. The pamphlet describes the inside rooms of the tomb being draped in red velvet in some rooms, black velvet in other rooms, pentagrams on the walls. There's actually displays of human bones and remains as well on display there, including the remains of Geronimo and the skull of Geronimo. Yeah, that Geronimo, where it's rumored that Prescott Bush, the grandfather of the Bushes you know, he actually went with a couple of bonesmen and they dug up these remains, and now they're on display at the tomb, and that is verified. Some of their initiation rituals have come to light. We've been told that they lay in caskets and chant weird phrases, reborn, 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 over and over. I've also heard theories that these men, while they're laying in these caskets, attempt to summon spirits unto themselves and attempt to communicate with other spirits, former bonesmen, former political figures or artists or whomever they're trying to contact. And when you take
So they performing, they doing witchcraft too, huh? Or whatever you want to call it.
take a look at who's been a bonesman, it all kind of starts to make sense. Former United States President William Howard Taft. Decades later, George H.W. Bush. And after that, in 2004, both guys on the ballot were bonesmen. George W. Bush and John Kerry. Can you believe that? It's like, hey, bud, you run as the Republican, I'll run as the Democrat. Word, bonesman for life. And we're still falling for it today. Anyways, the bonesman influence extends far beyond politics into media. Henry Luce, the founder of Time magazine, a bonesman. Cold War strategist McGeorge Bundy, a bonesman, as well as legendary CIA counterintelligence chief James Jesus Angleton, a bonesman. When you start to realize where these men end up after Yale University, Skull and Bones starts to look a lot less like a college club and more like a place where they're grooming the leaders of the future. They're thought of as like a modern-day Illuminati by some.
Damn.
There's even rumors that they helped put the Manhattan Project into place. They're also heavily associated with the number 322. Many associate the number 322 to the year 322, when Athens lost the Lamian War. After the new regime took place, they only allowed wealthy Athenians to continue to be citizens of their state. So many people think Skull and Bones is rooted in elitism because of this. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Thanks for checking out the video. New videos every Thursday. Follow along.
Now
I wonder if it's still going on to this day. I'm sure it probably is, but like I wonder, like, as new members probably joining every year. Crazy, man. Ain't no telling, man.
Conspiracy out there that the government uses black magic. A group of men would start a secret club. They would call themselves ministers and educate other leaders. This is way back before Yale was a university. Now these group of men really didn't like Geronimo, but Geronimo, he was a warrior. Long story short, these men would fight, and Geronimo would then go to prison. He would later on die in prison. Somehow, these men would get possession of Geronimo's skull. This is crazy, like there's no telling what they was up in there doing with this man's head. Now I did more research. Geronimo's family was then trying to sue Yale University. His family thinking like, hold up, we buried Geronimo. Why is he on display? They would later on state that Geronimo remains was stolen from his grave site. They would have this skull in a glass case. Now this is my opinion. They was using the skulls to talk to the ancestors, just like they harness the energy off anything else. Now these different groups be set up to hide secrets. They figured the future generation of kids will grow up and don't know the meaning of these ancient symbols. Now skull just means skill. The bones just represent your ancestors. We have to get out of spookism, or you will never understand what's really going on. Hope y'all like the lecture. Peace and ashe.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So they done dug up Geronimo's head and put it into the tomb, huh? And they said this is verified. Man, that's crazy work. Andrew, what's good, fam?
Only who go to Yale, and it is actually considered one of the most secret organizations because of how they operate and what kind of rituals they do. And there's even a movie called Skulls. I think it was like made in 2000 or 2000 and something.
Yep, that's the movie I'm talking about. It was a good movie too.
That is based on the secrets of the society and how everything goes in there and what kind of people joining. Yeah, you need to watch it. I don't think I cannot say that this is the best movie, but it's strictly like 2000 movies with very distinctive features of those particular times. But to have such a movie based on this society is kind of cool. It's really interesting to see the interpretation of of the code and of the rituals, the magic that they use. And this particular society is pretty interesting for me because a bunch of presidents and leaders in every field actually are actual members of the society, because not just 15 people they accept each year, not just 15 members, but the 15 members that they consider the most prominent people in this particular year that are going to be leaders in every new leaders in variety fields. So
right. Of course, they would select them based on their not just grades, I suppose, but probably leadership skills and character.
Money.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? I wish there were something secret I could manifest. 322, a secret number? There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it.
Tim Russert, moderator of Meet the Press and NBC's Washington bureau chief, collapsed and died early this afternoon.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. Manticore MD said those are meteors. Those are that people see falling. Those are fake air balloon satellites. Man, I hear all type of shit, man. Oh my God. It be all type of stuff, man. I don't know what it is falling. I don't know if it's meteors. I don't know what it is, but he said it's fake air balloon satellites. So if it's fake air balloon satellites, and they fall and they malfunction and they fall into the ground, why is they looking like they on fire and some of them be flying? Like they don't just go falling straight down to the ground. It's like they flying and then hitting the ground. And then what about the noises that you hear when it touch? Like if it was just a satellite, would it really make those loud noises and sonic booms and boom and all that shit? And we still haven't seen no crash site. I feel like if it was a satellite, we would have been seeing footage of a crash site. People like, oh, that was just a satellite that fell down and everything. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You might be on to something. I don't know. But, it's just kind of funny to me. But, hey, y'all, it's crazy out here, man. Skull and Bones. They probably still running things right now to this day, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate all y'all. Stay on web, y'all. Stay positive. Try your best to stay positive in this world that we live in, man. Keep that love around. Keep that good energy around. Protect your peace watching these videos. Stay vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my content management, moderators, everybody in the chat. Appreciate all y'all engaging and talking, man. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate all the support. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.